Hello and welcome to Check Your Backseat, the show where we discuss all things horror. Horror books, movies, video games, comics, TV shows. Basically, if it bleeds, we talk about it. I'm your host, Carson Broughton, and I'm joined, as always, by my first favorite, but not only co-host, Matt Peters. Want to say hi?
Hello. Hello.
And today we got a special guest, Dave Hilger.
Hello, everyone.
And today we're talking about Jacob's Ladder. But before that, let's get to know Dave a little bit. So tell us about yourself, Dave.
I guess I'm still a student, a 25-year-old student, so don't want to grow up at all.
Are you single, ready to mingle?
Yes, I am single and ready to mingle, sadly.
So if you want to date with Dave, let us know.
Yeah.
I'll hook you up.
If you like what you see on the live streaming feed coming soon.
The live stream. Awesome. That's a good enough intro, right?
What more do you want to know about me?
What have you been up to lately? We'll switch up the order.
Switch
Things? Sure. Let's
Yeah.
do it.
Not too much. Winter's up here pretty boring, but went on a trip down south to the States to check out a university there. Really impressed by that. And I also managed to go skiing, which is awesome.
Skiing is pretty fun.
Mountains?
Yep, Fernie.
Cool.
It rained, though. Rain in January.
In winter? Yeah. Holy shit.
You don't snowboard?
No, I ski.
Just-
Matt also
Matt, you
skis.
want us to ski?
Yeah, you want to
Yeah.
ski, Matt?
I could ski pretty good right now. If I wanted to. But I don't want to.
Yeah. Well, I guess we should get into our kill count. Matt, you lost horribly.
And I've watched this movie before.
Yeah.
It happens on all the ones I've watched before, and I overshoot it by a lot.
I guess we'll wait. I guess we can't probably discuss. We don't want to
How
discuss
many
too
that
much
actually,
yet.
how many that actually died?
Yeah, we'll get into that during our review. But
Yeah.
Until then, cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, that's a stiff one.
Oh, God. Oh, it tastes like nail polish.
I totally gave him white rum and a coconut rum.
Oh, my dick.
Sour cream dicks to the face.
Oh.
All right, well, now that we got that insanity out of the way, how about we get into the show? All right, it's that part of the show where we make like good little horror movie citizens, and instead of just driving away all nonchalantly in our vehicle, we get in and we take a look what's in our backseat. So, I don't know if Matt has much, but Dave, you've been reading a book lately?
Yep, a science fiction book called Ancillary Justice. It's the second in the series. Read the first one too.
Do you know the name of the first one?
No, sorry, I got it mixed up. This one's Ancillary Sword. The first one was Ancillary Justice. Because it won like every single sci-fi award that there is. The Hugo, the Nobella, everything. It's a little bit weaker than the first one, but it's still pretty solid.
Is it long? How long is it?
Probably, I don't know, it's an ebook, so I think 400 pages maybe. It's hard to judge if it's not paper, right?
So what goes on?
So it's way into the future, and I guess it's a space opera. So
That's cool.
yeah, it's mostly like political and morality and stuff like that. There's weird stuff like hive minds and ship AIs, and it's pretty neat.
Oh, that'd be neat.
Yeah.
Cool. Like different races then? It's not just humans?
No, there's humans, and then there's a couple other alien species, but they don't really interact with the aliens. They're just kind of the mysterious outsiders who can potentially come in and wipe everybody out.
Sort of like the ice giants or ice people in Game of Thrones, or what?
Yeah, kind of.
Kind of like the same thing.
Yeah.
Cool. I guess you've been not doing much.
No. The Doom trailer came, but I posted that on our page. You guys can check it out. It looks freaking sweet. Everyone knows I love Doom, and yeah.
I'd have to say, Matt, the graphics don't look super great. The mechanics look alright.
The mechanics, yeah. But like, I don't care like really about the graphics. They'll be fine.
Dude, yeah, they weren't very next gen.
No, they're actually like probably if they're console, they'd be like what PS3 level.
They did build an engine for it though. Like they built.
Maybe they should have sniped somebody else's.
Yes. Id builds their own engine, and they built it for like Doom 3, and it like pushed the boundaries of graphics. But I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for a good old shoot 'em up. Like it was a campaign trailer, so I was expecting like a story, but it wasn't a story. It's just like you get to kill, and if you don't kill, you get your bottom half ripped off your body, which is awesome. But yeah, check it out for sure.
I think the Ancillary Justice books might be a little more successful, win a few more awards than the latest Doom game.
I bet you it's gonna change because like it's taking the mechanics of other FPSs and bringing them back to their roots. It's not about taking cover. It's not about like story. You're not confined to a single space. You have an open environment, and the only way you can live is by pushing forward.
Is it gonna be scary though?
No, it's not gonna be scary.
No,
that's one thing they're like. The limitations of Doom 3, they couldn't make it as open as the other Dooms, so they had to confine it and they had to change the genre of it. Whereas this, they can open it up. They can have like something like 60 enemies on screen, and it's like, if you sit and try and get your health regenerated, health doesn't regenerate. You have to kill things to regenerate your health.
It's like Gears of War Horde, kind of.
Sort of, yeah. Like you have to push forward, but
cool. I don't have much else. You go and jump into the featured movie?
Sure.
Let's go.
Let's do it. I feel like we should have like cool high fives and shit.
Come on, tripod.
Break your hand.
America, fuck yeah.
Whoa.
Every day, Jacob Singer goes to work.
What's wrong?
It's one of those days.
And every day, he wonders what is happening to him.
Maybe it's the pressure, Jake.
They're like demons, Jess.
All right, that was from the trailer of Jacob's Ladder, directed by Adrian Lin. The movie's basically about a Vietnam War veteran who's kind of starting to lose his marbles once he gets back home. I think that sums it up.
That's pretty much it, yeah.
What did you think of Jacob's Ladder, Matt?
I don't know, I've seen this movie before, and it's a movie that I come back to a lot. It's
how the fuck did you get your kill count so wrong?
I don't know, yeah. My kill count was just the shit. It was same with Event Horizon. Like, I had a different idea of what happened. And, like, I don't know. I got the gist of it, right? But, like, it's one of those movies that's, like, really, a lot of people have taken stuff from it. Like, if you look at, like, the movie The Jacket, or, like, video, like, Silent Hill, I was talking to Dave about it. A lot of people take different aspects of this movie, and it's so long that it has, and it's almost like two stories. I won't talk about the two stories just because.
Yeah, we'll get into it.
But the cinematography is awesome. Like, the acting's awesome.
Yeah, even though there's not a lot of big name actors in it, really, other than Tim Robbins, right?
Tim Robbins.
Yeah, there's a couple like smaller, maybe even cameo roles that I recognize, but other than that, it's just Tim Robbins.
Yeah, like the a lot of the soldiers. There's a lot of like actors, like no name actors at that point, but they became big now.
Yeah, and
a lot of boobies.
A lot of boobies. Oh, Lewis Black is a doctor. I found that hilarious. He's in there for about 5 seconds, and I was like, recognize that guy. What the hell? He's not angry. That's Lewis Black.
I didn't catch that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought. Do you ever find the movie tough to follow at all? You ever get to, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, like I get maybe, yeah, like you're like, but that's the whole aspect of it, though, right? Is no one knows what's going on.
I wish I could have watched it again. I think like I kind of feel like it's almost a cop out, like when you jump between all these different like levels of reality, because it's like.
It was like 3 or 4.
Like any plot, like any hole you have in your story, you can just explain it away by being like, well, yeah, it's because he's dreaming, so dreams don't make sense. So it's like,
yeah,
but like it was still cool, and like the way they jumped between stuff was kind of neat. But it's, like the car chase scene and stuff like there's
didn't
some
make
scene
sense,
where it's
yeah.
like a little,
Well, it like had to lead up to that point, though, right? It had to lead up to that fact that he was being hunted, right? And basically, this whole movie is him being tortured. It's like that's the whole point of the movie, right?
Yeah, I don't know if there's much more.
Yeah,
You
those
could say about
spoilers.
those
Yeah.
I wouldn't personally. I don't think it's horror per se though. Like, were you guys ever scared at a time?
No,
I got a bit of anxiety, but like
some of
it's
the
never scary.
some of the demon stuff was kind of jumpy, but yeah, overall it was pretty.
Yeah, it'd be more of a thriller.
I was gonna be text
thriller.
Yeah, I'd call it that. I was gonna text you. I was like, "What the fuck are we watching this for a kill count for?"
But
Like,
I think,
I'm killing my brain cells trying to figure out what's fucking happening here.
but like I think if they made this movie right now, it'd be more of a horror. I think they were just more restricted in what they could do with technology back then. Like even the demons, you never see a full like picture of them. It's always like a hint of them.
Yeah, let's jump into spoilers
Yeah.
because that one scene too with the demon thing that was
And Jezebel.
banging
my
Jezebel.
God.
I don't even
and
or
they're
like
dancing. Yeah.
That was like the third time I've watched that scene. It was so uncomfortable. You're like, there's like gonna be like a tooth or whatever, the penis of the demon coming through. Like,
Come underneath her legs and out of her mouth. And
I didn't know it was like its tail or
yeah, that's what I didn't know too. Like it was.
Speaking of demons, you guys remember the penis on the subway at the very beginning?
Yeah.
Was that
Yeah,
like
that
was that
shit's
meant to
crazy.
be a tail or was that just meant to be like a homeless man's penis?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was, the imagery was weird there. Eh?
There's a lot of that. Yeah, so like the car chase scene didn't make sense. Was there anything else that you guys were really
Okay,
just
there was 2 car chase scenes. Which one do you mean?
when he was in the alley and the
okay.
vehicle comes like
Yeah. Watch out!
yeah. Like I think like I assume those are all metaphors for like a death coming at you. Like is that maybe
Well, like
what it
it's
is?
all
I don't know.
at the beginning of the movie, like his life's perfect,
Yeah.
and then his ex-wife or kids or whatever give him those photos, and it's like the whole thing is you should let go of your demons are actually your angels by trying to take off your baggage so you can go on to heaven. And like he didn't let go of his pictures; he kept a few. Like he kept the one of his son, and that's
Macaulay Culkin?
Yeah, Macaulay Culkin.
I didn't know he was in this.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
pretty good casting actually. Like
Yeah.
I could be convinced that Macaulay Culkin's Tim Robbins' son.
He's a good actor, man. Like even in the new thing that he did now, the new Home Alone thing. Did you watch that?
No.
Yeah, like he was freaking good. Like
Macaulay Culkin.
yeah, he's got like a new Home Alone short story thing. It's dark
Did
though.
he clean up off of heroin?
No, he still looks like he's on
He's still
heroin.
smacked out.
That's like part of it. That's like part of like the thing is like he's like, man, it messed me up. All those guys breaking into my house trying to kill me. Like, look at me, I'm all fucked up now. But no, like it's a part of it. And yeah, like I don't know, he's a good actor. Tim Robinson's freaking awesome too. His laugh sounds like he's fucking Beavis and Butthead, but
I didn't notice that until you were talking about it. Yeah, no, I thought it was pretty good. I guess we should like basically the big spoiler is at the end that he was dying the whole time and you're just in his brain.
yeah. He was like, yeah, he was in purgatory and he was trying to make it to heaven or hell or whatever.
That's your interpretation.
Yeah, I guess you could interpret this 100 different ways.
Isn't like is Jacob's Ladder? I thought I saw on Wikipedia. It's like some like Christian thing where like it's your gateway to heaven, kind of.
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah, I tried to understand that too, but I really couldn't. It was kind of like some fairly complex metaphysical concept, I think.
Like it's all
I
about.
just thought Matt would know it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
I thought you were a Bible study dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I am. No, but like what it is like they do that. It wasn't actually in the Bible. It's like a guy's quote, a philosopher's quote, and they talk about how it's like burns away at you.
Oh, I think that was Albert Camus because he was reading The Stranger at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like it's basically on that book, and then they talk about death, and what they really wanted to cement the fact was with this like drug testing that happened. Like I guess
The ladder.
Yeah, the ladder. So I think they just took a bunch of stuff and threw it together and somehow came out with a good masterpiece. But like it's all about it's all about moving on, I guess, and also the struggles of like Vietnam or war veterans, I guess, in a whole, right? Like I was talking,
PTSD. Yeah.
like I was talking about you there yesterday, and I was like, yeah, they should definitely try and remake this movie, like remake it. But after watching this, I was like, it doesn't matter what war you remake this movie for, it still will stand out.
Yeah,
it'll be like, yeah, you don't need to remake
the story's
movie.
all there and like the concepts are in place. It's just that if you remade it, it would look a little prettier.
Yeah, exactly.
A new coat of paint on it.
Yeah, and I don't think it would necessarily do that well because I think there's been a couple movies since then. They're kind of similar, like Shutter Island and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
like this movie has influenced a lot.
You can make like a movie like this that's an hour and a half, and then cut
Yeah.
out all this shit. It's like Shutter Island was like 3 hours long.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a bit much.
But like this movie was 2 hours long, right?
Yeah.
And I like the epicness of it. Like the amount of stuff they focused in on it, and
Like, if they had to cut something, like what would you think they should cut?
maybe that one guy that's running around all the time telling him like, "Watch out for the car." But I guess they
The
need
guy
that for
who's
the
telling
ladder.
them that it's a drug trail.
Yeah,
Even if you were
but I think that's
focusing,
needed actually.
They don't need to cut out Jezebel's boobies though.
No, Jezebel boobies. If anything, they need more Jezebel boobies.
I think if you
She's
like
saucy.
you could you could cut out like some of that weird car chase. You could cut out like the demon dancing. Like, I think you could have focused on. I mean, this would make it a different movie, but like if you would have focused on like the two realities of like living with his wife and like living with his Jezebel
Yeah.
girl and like trying to figure out like that, I thought that'd be kind of interesting.
That'd be a neat dynamic for sure.
But yeah, no, overall it was pretty good.
I think I would have enjoyed the movie more if I was a bit more up on the Bible, because
Yeah.
I feel like
because
that was a
I could
lot
even
of movies.
directly reference like there's a lot to a name, a biblical name.
Yeah, and that's where like in
Because
poetry.
those characters did, from what I know of them, did emulate their biblical namesakes.
Well, yeah, Jacob was like a prophet, but
Yeah,
he was a huge prophet.
yeah.
But like,
Patriarch.
yeah,
I had no fucking clue what their names meant. And I still thought the movie okay,
Yeah.
so don't worry about that too much.
but like it's almost like poetry.
It's
Where
like another
poetry you can
layer
look into it, right?
It's cool.
And
I think
that's what I want to do this time was look into it more. But then I was like, I'm studying for a huge exam. I just need to like sit back and enjoy the movie. But
So did you watch it twice?
I've probably
No, like recently though. Did you?
I just watched it today. Yeah.
But you didn't watch it before today again?
No.
Okay.
No, but it was on Netflix though for guys that are listening.
Yeah.
We should maybe announce that. But
Yeah. Cool. So yeah, the kill count we decided it was 1 kill because Sloan. Jacob's death's really the only one that's in the timeline, I guess.
Yeah.
All the flashbacky stuff to Vietnam, we just.
Because it's impossible to say who died and like and
Well, I don't
even
think it explicitly shows any deaths other than his either, right? Like it's just like dudes seizing or there's bullets flying around, but I don't think anybody's
Yeah,
actually.
you see a few
Dead.
limbs blown off.
and you don't know where to distinguish from reality to not reality, right? Like because you do see bodies, but you don't know if it's just hard to prove. So we copped out and went with the 1 kill.
Yeah.
If you guys are pissed, let us know.
Yeah. What were your guys' favorite scenes? Do you have any? I like the bathtub scene the best.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Yeah.
That was really good.
My favorite was still probably when he woke up in his wife's bed. I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
Like the kid, and like he's like that's when I really started thinking. Like that's when the movie. Well, I was like, oh
Yeah.
shit, this isn't the movie I thought I was watching. Like I was thinking it's gonna be like some crazy seeing demons delusion thing, and then all of a sudden it's like, no, you're turning your brain on now. Like get
Yeah.
ready to figure out what the fuck's gonna happen for the next 60 minutes. But
I think I really liked the ones with the chiropractor, not just one scene specifically,
Dude,
but
he
the
was
character.
good. Yeah.
Like when he's like, he's like, do you know you're an angel? He told me that a lot, right? And like even when he's in the hospital and he's walking, what the hell is this? This isn't medicine. And I wish I had a chiropractor that was that badass and just like
Well,
puts you to the
and he was so
hospital.
calm too.
Yeah.
Like, just like throughout the movie. I guess he loses his shit in the hospital. What do you think of the fortune teller chick that they brought in there?
Yeah.
And like she told him he was dead. Like
Yeah.
he wasn't dead yet.
Yeah, no, like it inferred, or it was like a foreshadowing or whatever. Yeah. It reminded me a lot of like American Horror Story though too, like with like the Freak Show. I guess you haven't seen Freak
Yeah, I
Show,
haven't
but
watched that one yet.
like it was pretty neat. I liked it. It was like there's so many of these little not secondary, but like small characters that pop in this movie that just make it like that. Like
Yeah, like some pretty blatant foreshadowing like that. And
Yeah.
and there's also some fairly subtle stuff. So it's a nice mix of that.
It has a good rewatch value for
Yeah.
sure.
It's in the top 5, I think, on Rotten Tomatoes to rewatch.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
there's like I think Goodnight Mommy might be on there now too. It's in the top 10 maybe.
Get the. That's not worth rewatching.
I love that movie.
well, that's
Whatever, we'll talk about another day, another dollar.
You got anything else you want to say about it? All right. Well, let's lower the casket on this episode. Put it in the ground.
Put her in the ground.
I looked up casket sound effects once, but not that good. All right, that's it for this episode of the show. But before we go, let's lay down with our kill picks.
Kill count.
Kill
picks.
Let's lay down with our kill count for the next episode, which will be Martyrs, directed by two people with the last name Guess. Matt, you lost, so I guess you already know your number.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with 3.
3, and I'm gonna go with 4.
Well, I'm gonna shoot super high. Hopefully, it's a big time slasher film. 15.
Dude, I doubt. Like, the plot summary is a woman and her childhood friends seek out revenge on those who victimized and abused them.
They got abused by a lot of people.
Just like, like it's like a Carrie killing spree. It could happen. Awesome. I guess we'll find out what happens then. If you like the episode, you can check out more great live episodes or video episodes on YouTube at youtube.com/checkyourbackseat. Subscribe to us on iTunes or SoundCloud, wherever you listen to podcasts. You can find me at Twitter. That's twitter.com/Carson Broughton.
Catch me at Peter's Aggro.
Dave, where can people find you? Facebook?
In real life?
Dave Hill. You can get him on Tinder.
Yeah,
Tinder,
swipe
yeah,
left.
yeah,
Swipe
Swipe
left. Or is it right? Which
Right.
one's which?
Yeah, like this guy. Or send us an email at checkyourbackseat@gmail.com. So yeah, make sure you go check out Martyrs. And until next time, don't go to war in Vietnam.
I think they had a draft. I think you had to go.
Yeah.
Don't take
fuck the government.
strange drugs. I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't go to the middle of the forest and get
Yeah,
harpooned.
don't run out into the woods and get bayoneted.